had a little fumble with my phone, so I wanted to redo it. Anyway, so this is what I picked up today. I actually picked up a few things today. This is an arrangement. It looks a little wonky because it fell when I was. It was nicely arranged, and then when I was walking, it just slipped right out of the vase. Yep. And then this thing, I thought this was funny. This was tossed right next to a trash can. So normally, how it is for residential in New York is you have a lot of like townhouses or apartment buildings, and they'll have their trash behind a black fence. It's just like walk through. You just like lift up the hinge and you can get through. So this was right next to the trash cans, right next to some trash bags, and then there was a bunch of other frames there. And I saw this and I just chuckled because it says, if you ask me what I want, I'll tell you everything. And it kind of made me think about a dumpster diver. It's true. All right, that's what you. If you're recovering stuff, this is kind of like the tried and true model for that. I don't want everything. I don't grab everything I can find, but if I do see something good, I will take it. And I've been rearranging this a little. You can see how many shoes I have versus the influencer. Do that. And then I rearranged over here, put 3 candles over here. There's this whole thing with 3 fake plants. This. So slowly moving things around, slowly cleaning things up. A lot of people took things from my free box. It got wet, so as a result of that, I had to bring my free box in, letting it dry, and then putting things back out. So when I was walking to grab the flowers, I'm gonna rearrange it, then dry it upside down, keep it upside down for a month, and then just have this as a standalone bouquet. I really like green foliage. And this matches with what I was telling you guys about having solid green plus white in the apartment, keeping that as a trend. And the person who was giving this away, they had to post it I think 2 days ago, and about 24 hours elapsed and nobody wanted it. I guess everybody's thinking like, why would we want a bouquet when all the roses are gone, right? But I thought, hey, you know what? I can actually work at this thing, rearrange it prettily, see how it is, and have some fun with it. I haven't played around with green foliage like this ever, so this is really a treat for me. I know people would say, oh my gosh, Erica, really? But so yeah, I can't wait to play around with some stuff and then dry it up. But while I was walking, I passed by a apartment slash house with this over the fence. So when they have it over the fence, that's a signal that they, just take it if you want. And when I passed by it, the first thing I did was I touched it and then I lifted it and I could feel that it felt kind of thick and it had a heft to it. So I looked at the size label and I thought, oh frick, size 10. That sounds a little too big. I don't know if that's gonna fit me. But I was like, okay, well, let me grab the flowers, let me walk back and see if it's still there. And it was still there. So it was raining. And maybe that's why nobody wanted it. Who knows? Maybe they just thought like, okay, this is just a random shirt, whatever. So when I looked at this, you can see how the hem is. I don't know if you guys can see it. And it has, let me show you guys this. So yeah, it has this outer material plus this little lining of sorts. And then if you look at the care tag, let me pull this up. Come on, focus. So look, 94% wool, 5% elastane, 1% nylon. So I thought, ooh, no wonder why it feels kind of expensive and heavy. It's wool. And then it also says dry clean only, low iron. I never dry clean stuff. I'll probably just put it inside of the washing machine on gentle cycle and cold water as usual. So I knew that just feeling it, just feeling the weight, this didn't feel like a $20 shirt. I brought it home because you remember yesterday I was showing you guys, I know I flooded my community post so much, but I kind of realized like if I don't think clothes will fit me, I should probably just take it because there is a chance it will fit me. It's really strange. Like I'll grab clothes and I just have a feeling like, yeah, maybe I can fit this, or maybe this will be close to fitting me. So that Patagonia pullover, for instance, that's a size large. it fit me. I just need to roll the sleeves a little inwards or so. And, you know, it's a $99 pullover. So I got to wash that. And I got to wash this as well. So the thing about this is indicator is material, heft, the little, this little, I'm not good with sewing, so I don't know what you call this. And the Caroline, worth it to take it home. I brought it home. You guys can see in the description. This brand is actually listed as like a luxury clothing brand of sorts. It sounds kind of, it was being sold to consumers. I think you work with the stylist of sorts. It went under, but the retail, I mean, the used price of this stuff kind of holds the value. It's kind of crazy. So if you look at the link below, they say that some of the retail cost for some of the clothing items is like $200 or $600. And I'm seeing on eBay, for instance, some pullovers for like $75, and this is the used price. So I feel like I kind of lucked out on this. So maybe this was over $100. Maybe it was $200. I don't know the retail price of this thing, but it feels nice. It reminds me of like a weighted blanket. If you guys are familiar with that, you know, when you go over to, it's not that heavy, but when you guys go to the dentist and you know how they put that little heavy vest on you when you get the x-rays for your mouth, that weight, that's what this shirt has. It has like a little weight to it, which took me a little by surprise. And normally when you feel like cheap stuff, it feels super light. This shirt, I mean, yeah, this top weighs more than some of my dresses. So I'm happy that I found it. I normally don't find stuff like this. I know it sounds like, you know, left and right, I'm finding Lululemon and Patagonia and yeah, Worth, New York, but yeah, it's kind of like an uptick on stuff. That's the upside about living in a place in New York. When people get rid of their clothes, it's going to be higher value stuff because you got some really fashionable style, you know, fashionistas out there. They really want to invest into quality stuff, but they're also pretty fickle. So you might see things that look basically brand new getting tossed because they just say, I wore this for one season, kind of tired of it. I want to buy more clothes, and my closet can't fit that much stuff. So let me get rid of all my older clothes, even the stuff that has tags on it, even the $60 sleepwear with tags. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of it because I want to buy more clothes. So I guess shopping stuff is definitely real in New York. I can say like I've never gone clothing shopping in New York. I never have. It's you would think that I would, but I don't. First of all, I would spend so long shopping. Second of all, you know, because of the situation, how do you even? You're gonna have to wait longer in the dressing room. So I like doing the whole dumpster diving / sidewalk finds. Whenever I grab stuff, I always inspect it. I always look all over the place, and then it also gets a good wash as well. So I haven't had any problems with that. And I wanted to share this with you guys because in the event you guys are going thrift shopping or you guys are finding a random bag of clothes and you have to do a really good, you know, a really quick feel test, just find, you know, which one feels like the heaviest, which one feels like the higher quality, flip the tags, look at the dry clean only. Again, I don't do dry clean only. I wash it in cold water, I air dry it, and I haven't had any issues with that yet. I'm sure I don't know. I don't think this person dry cleaned it as well, but as long as I treat it gently, I think it should be okay. And I cannot wait to wear this with some black jeans or some black pants, and it looks pretty cool. Even though it's a size 10, it fits me. It does fit me. I don't put them inside of the dryer. I air dry it. Yeah. So I don't know what causes the weight for this. Maybe it's the wool. Who knows? Maybe it's just because I have really, you know, much cheaper clothing naturally. Whenever I buy clothes, typically I buy my clothes pre-owned. I don't like taking the depreciation cost. Even when I was in Hawaii, I thought to myself, you know what? I don't want to spend $200 on a brand new clothes because if I buy my clothes pre-owned, I can stretch that $200 a lot more. So the jeans that I like to wear typically are things like True Religion, Rockin' Republic. Um, what else do I like to wear? Yeah, I really like my True Religions and my Rockin' Republic jeans the best. There are also other ones that I can't remember off the top of my head. Some freaking brand that it's like one of those like little boutique brands that you would see maybe at like Nordstrom or something, but I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I also have Marc Jacobs jeans as well, and yeah, so the more expensive stuff is really the best thing to buy for jeans. I know it sounds weird because you guys normally don't see me in jeans. I'm normally 99% in leggings always, but when I do buy jeans, I like buying quality stuff because I find that sometimes if you buy the cheaper jeans, they stretch out. And I'm a skinny chick, you know, you guys know that. I'm about a size 26 in the waist. But no matter what it is, like I find that cheaper jeans over time they stretch out, and then it gets to the point that my skinny jeans are no longer skinny. They become like a slouchy loose, and then I get rid of them because I think to myself it looks kind of like I'm wearing it just looks too loose onto the legs. But for more expensive jeans, I find that they're more resilient to like not stretching as much. And I don't know what the reason is, but jeans is something that I like investing money into. I buy them pre-owned as well as high heels. So my favorite brand of high heels is Manolo Blahniks. Because they're so comfortable. They're much more comfortable than other shoes, and then they're also light. If you feel, I know most of you guys aren't women, but if you guys go to, let's say, an Aldo or a Ross or a Marshalls or a TJ Maxx kind of store, feel the women's shoes, and then you'll feel like some of them is really heavy. Like the $20 high heels, they might look like a really good deal, but they're so heavy and clunky that I don't want to wear them. So if you go to, let's say, Bloomingdale's or Nordstrom or Neiman Marcus, actually Neiman Marcus would carry it. Bloomingdale's would carry it too. Feel the Manolos, the Manolo Blahniks. These are $600 high heels, by the way. $600, $700 high heels. You'll feel like a sizable difference in the weight. And it makes a big difference because I don't wear high heels all the time, but when I do wear high heels, I don't want to be thinking about having bricks on my feet, especially because you guys see how like tiny my feet are, right? So yeah, high heels is something that I don't like cheaping out on. I really like designer brand heels. And then sneakers, I normally like Nikes. That's what you normally see me in. Sometimes I'll go over to Adidas, and then boots, I like wearing UGG boots, and my snow boots are Columbia's. Yeah, so shoes I don't skimp out on, because if you skimp out on shoes, I kind of worry that it's gonna screw up my feet somehow or I'll be in more pain. High heels, because I'm basically putting the weight on the balls of my foot, right? I don't want to be I don't want to walk around and just think about the pain in my foot. And I have spent too long buying cheap high heels from stores, and then after I wear them like 2 times, I tell myself like I never want to wear these high heels again because they hurt. So yeah, my Manolos, I bought them from a consignment store in Hawaii, and I remember they looked basically brand new. And I asked the consignment store, like, how do you have so much size 6.5, like Manolos over here? Like, how do you get them? They look barely worn. And I spoke to the owner, and the owner told me that there's a socialite that sells her clothes to these consignment places, and you get, I think the store, the commission or the consignment rate was 40%, but I might be remembering it wrong. So the woman sells her shoes. I guess they price it, and they make it kind of like eBay pricing. So let's say they try to sell the shoes for $125. The woman would get 60% of that. The store keeps 40%. And for me, I remember my Manolos, I bought them for about $65.
Look at the kitty.
Huh?
Look at the
Oh my
kitty.
goodness.
He's typing on your MacBook.
No. So I bought them for about $65, and then immediately what I did is I got them resold at a place for $30. So $95 spent for, let's just round it up, like $100 spent for $600 shoes. And those shoes, like whenever I go over to a store, I tell myself like, Erica, you don't need any black heels because you have the perfect black heels. And then I also have this splurge purchase I did. I'll admit it to you guys. Back when I was working in my insurance days, my health insurance, health insurance company, I was under so much stress, and I remember thinking to myself, like, I would get the paychecks and I wouldn't be happy about it. So I go over to Nordstrom, and I looked at the designer heels, and I fell in love with this one shoe, and it was so beautiful. It was so gorgeous. What?
She's typing on your MacBook.
Oh, okay. It was so beautiful. It was so gorgeous. It was a suede Dior. And I loved it so much that, and I knew someone who worked there, so I got it for I think 30% off. But the shoes I think were about $600. But that was the only shoe that I ever bought brand new designer heels. And here's the kicker, you guys. I have never worn those shoes. Yeah, the perfect black suede heels. I have never worn those shoes. They're still in the box. And I'm not gonna lie, whenever I look at the shoes, I always feel like a little giddy inside because they're just so beautiful. I know, what a waste, right? So that is my like splurge purchase that whenever I look at those shoes, it always just sparks joy. Maybe one day I will wear them, but they're just so pristine and so perfect, and they just look so good on my feet. They really look good, and they're just I don't want to ruin them. And I know it's almost like I treat it like a collectible. You know how some people they collect their sneakers. Um, that's how I am. Oreo, what are you doing? Oreo. Oreo, are you ready? Are you ready for your powder? I mean, not your powder, your gel. Look at this, you guys. So this is Oreo's gel. Oh, look at that. He ran. He's running. So Oreo's gel is in a bottle, and because it takes a while for it to squeeze, I just keep it upside down permanently, so all the gel just falls over here. That way I don't have to hold Oreo longer. Trying to restrain him putting the gel in his mouth. God. Yeah, so yeah. My thing is if you can get more expensive stuff, definitely get it. Make your money stretch as much as you can. Like I said, I am very, very lucky that we have access to so much nice clothing over here. This is stuff that even if I saw it at a consignment store, I wouldn't buy. I would not spend $10 for this shirt because although it sounds nice, like I already have so much clothes, right? So, but if it's for free, like I'll say, okay, you know what? This is worth it. Let me go and see what I can get rid of in the closet and make room for this. And slowly but surely, I'll upgrade my closet. And I think that that's the approach more people should take. Sometimes I think we have so much crap in our closet and we like it, right? But it's better to have higher quality stuff because it fits better, it feels more comforting. If you guys know, like for example, if you guys have any expensive pieces and you like how the feeling is against your skin, that's the best way I can describe certain clothes. So it's nice. It feels silky. It has a good weight to it. It just feels like, yeah, it just feels like it's more quality than just like a regular cotton shirt. Now I'm wearing a cotton shirt right now, so I'm not going to be dissing on cotton shirts. But when if we were to go out, or if I want to wear something a little nicer than a regular cotton shirt to um, yeah, if I want to wear something nicer than a cotton shirt, then this is something that I can refer to. And having a piece like this is good just to have on hand. You never know when you might want to wear something like this. For me, it's since it's a pretty basic thing, I could just top it with jeans. I can add some boots in there and add a cute little canvas bag, and I am good. Yeah, I think I might add this with some gray jeans or something. So probably gonna play dress up after I wash this. Hopefully it doesn't shrink. And yeah, yeah. So quality things to buy again: tops, jackets, shoes for sure. If you're a woman, I highly recommend looking into the designer high heels. I know some people would say like it's really expensive, but I have no problem getting pre-owned high heels. Again, the place unfortunately that I went to Hawaii to buy my Manolo, it is no longer in business. So it just kind of sucks because like now I kind of think like I don't wear high heels very often, right? But let's say I did, let's say that I wanted to wear a lot of Manolos. I could have gone over to that consignment store, buy 4 or 5 pair of used Manolos, and then I get 4 for the price of one retail price, and nobody will know. Nobody's gonna know that you have a pre-owned shoe because yeah, you wear it once and you step into a puddle and boom, it's ruined. So, or it could be ruined. So I always try to think like whenever I wear high heels, I'm not gonna walk out when it's rainy. I try to limit where I'm walking to. Normally when I was in Hawaii, I would go to and from a car. So I would walk into a car with the high heels, walk back into the car with the high heels, and it would not be unusual for me to carry spare shoes on me. So let's say I'm going to dinner with someone, right? I wear the shoes, and then afterwards I get back into the car, and then oh okay, let's go out to, I don't know, let's go out walking around somewhere. Then I could change from the high heels onto flat shoes, and then that way I don't have extra wear and tear on my shoes. So, yeah, high heels are nice, but I don't like wearing them for extended amounts of time. Normally, I'd wear them for 2 hours tops. I can't imagine going to work in high heels. As nice as Manolos are, it's a little after a couple hours, the weight starts going onto my feet. And it can feel a little strained. Not saying they're uncomfortable shoes. They're so much more comfortable than the cheapy ones. Aldo, Guess, mass market $30 shoes. Again, those shoes look nice, but they're freaking heavy, freaking heavy. And yeah, check out. I know most of you guys won't do this, but go to like the women's section. Feel one of their like stiletto heels, and then go over to like a Bloomingdale's or Nordstrom, and then feel one of the higher end heels. There's a significant weight difference to it. Yeah, so I will talk to you guys later. This is just my little small journey into slowly upgrading things, and my hope is in the future I have a really awesome closet, and you guys will know like, oh yeah, she found most of these things just getting thrown out or getting donated in New York. And again, I don't just take. I do donate things out freely. I put out the free box, as I said. I'd say about 80% of the stuff that I put downstairs is gone. Of course, the doggy waste bags are gone. A lot of these letter openers that I picked up, I had like about 20 of them. I think there's only about 5 left. So a lot of people I think had use for that, or who knows. And then I had some ribbon, Easter ribbon. People took that too. Some craft stuff. Some people took that too. And it's great. It's great. I like rehoming things. I like saving things from the landfill. And again, while I do take a lot of stuff, there is a pretty, I'm trying to stick with the whole green and white thing around this apartment. So it kind of limits what I can keep for sure. Green, white, black, and nicer clothes over here. So I'm thinking about keeping this one in the kitchen because I think it's kind of cute. I'm going to take out the glass because I don't want the glass to shatter. I've had a few frames fall down, the glass breaks, and no, I've had a few frames fall down, and I don't want the glass to break because let's say for whatever reason one of these frames break or one of these frames drop, and they have, while I'm trying to put it up, it has actually dropped. I rather have the frame get damaged than have to clean up broken glass, because broken glass is a total pain. And if the cats knock into one of the frames, which I can totally see them doing because they're chasing one another, right? I don't want the glass to fall on them and injure them. So all the frames that we have hanging up, we don't have any glass for that specific reason. Now I do save the glass, but I don't know what I'm really going to be doing with the glass. Maybe one day I'll put them back up. You know, if I can actually nail it into the wall, then maybe. But right now I'm using things like brick clips and drywall stud things. So if I had an actual nail, I have a lot more faith into it. Yeah, I just don't trust the frames. So yeah, this is this. If you ask me what I want, I'll tell you I want everything. It's kind of cute. I don't, like I said, I don't take everything. I don't keep everything because yeah, I have something that I have a little color scheme that I'm trying to follow, but I definitely like rehoming the things, and I can't help but think maybe one of the reasons why I'm coming across this stuff so often is because I am, I'm contributing to the little cycle of I find things, I give most of them away, and then I find things like this, and it actually fits me. Yeah. When you go and look for things, or when you walk around, you'll have a higher chance of finding things rather than staying indoors. So I will talk to you guys later. See ya.